Hey everyone, welcome back to Tip of the Week. In this week's video, we're going to learn how to use the split tone filter to selectively apply different colors to specific tonal ranges within our photographs. So let's jump right in and let's get started. So inside Photo RAW, I have this portrait here, and for this portrait today, we're going to be turning it into that classic orange and teal cinematic look. And we're going to be using the split toning to do the majority of the heavy lifting. So we're going to be using two main filters for this video. We're going to be using our split tone filter and our curves filter. But before we get into the filters, let's just go in and set the foundational look for the shot. So to do that, I'm going to zoom in on our face here in the portrait, just because whenever we're looking at portraits, we always want to make sure the face is exposed correctly. So zoom in on your portrait's face so that you can always make sure the detail is there first before you modify anything else. And now I'm going to head over to my tone and color, and I'm going to go into my camera profile, and I'm going to choose ON1 Portrait. And that's going to even out a lot of the tones in the shot and kind of neutralize the image. It's going to brighten things up. So to combat a little bit of the brightening happening on her face, I'm going to go to my midtones, and I'm going to pull those back quite a bit to about 80 or so. Then I'm going to incorporate a little bit more contrast into the shot. So I'm going to pull up on my contrast slider, maybe do about 10. It doesn't need a whole lot in the shot. Everything's pretty much perfectly exposed anyway, but this is just laying the foundation for us to go in and start modifying our split toning. So now I'm going to head down to my whites real quick, and I'm going to pull those up just a tad to make sure that her face and all of these little areas aren't flat within the scene. So now if I zoom out and I hit the backslash key on my keyboard, I think the exposure now is a lot more even, and she's popping out against the wall a lot better now. So now let's head into the effects tab. I'm going to add a filter, and we're going to add two split tone filters right off the bat. So I'll just put down two split tone filters, and for our first one, I'm going to double click it to rename it Skin. Then I'll double click the second one and rename it Everything Else. So now let's go into this Everything Else split tone filter. I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to go into my skin split toning real quick. So with this skin split tone filter, I only want this applied to her skin tones and nowhere else on the scene. This is where we're going to incorporate that orange look into the shot. So now I'm going to go into my masking options for the skin, and I'm going to choose a color range mask. Then I'll use my color dropper here, and I'll drop it on a really even skin tone on her face. Then I'll view my mask just to make sure that it's only applied to her skin, and I'll zoom out a little bit. And it looks like it's doing a great job of just applying this to her skin tones. So I'm going to pull up on my color range a little bit so that it covers even more of her skin. I think that looks pretty good right about there. So I'll just head over and I'll view my shot now. And let's head into her face again. So now with this skin tone, split tone filter, I'm going to go to my warm preset style here. And that's going to add that orange look onto the highlights and these midtones of our portrait. But I don't really want any of that cooling going on in the shadows, so I'm going to take my balance slider here and I'm going to pull that all the way to the right. That means that the balance of the split tone is strictly on the highlights and there's none on the shadows. So we only have the warmth going on in the skin, and it's not having any shadow tones manipulated. And by turning this off and on, you can see it really evens out her skin tones and turns it into that nice orange color that we're looking for in this edit. So if I zoom out here and I turn the skin tone split toning filter off and on, it does an awesome job of just evening out those skin tones and applying that rich, warm color that we're looking for. And we can always head down into our amount slider, and we could incorporate more if we wanted to by pulling up on our amount. But remember that you want it to look natural. So I'd recommend sticking with something around 25 or 20, just around that area, maybe 25, 30. That looks pretty good just like that. So now we're going to incorporate the teal look into our shot. So we're going to copy this mask that we use for our skin. Then we're going to head into our everything else filter. We'll turn this on to enable it. Then I'm going to head into the masking options and I'll paste that mask. Then I'll select invert so that the mask is applied everywhere else on our scene but the skin tones. And then I'm going to head into this split toning filter and I'm going to use this preset teal. So it immediately adds that teal look into the background. Now you can see it's incredibly strong. So we're going to head up to our opacity slider and we're going to pull it back until we get the desired look. Maybe about right there. You know, let's just pull it up a little bit more so there's more teal color in the shot. And then we'll remove a little bit of this fade with a curves filter. So now I'm going to head into my effects tab. I'm going to add one last filter. And I'm going to add the curves filter. Now the curves filter is an awesome filter for portraits, especially because you can really define the look of specific tonalities in your image. Now with this curves filter, I don't really want to do a whole lot to the shot, but I do want to add in a little bit of contrast into the shadows, and that's going to remove some of the fade look within this shot. So I'm going to head over to my curves filter. I'm going to drop a point in my shadow tones right there, and then I'm just going to pull it down a little bit. Just like that. And you can see it removes a lot of that faded matte look from the image. Now let's grab our midtones. I'll drop a point in my midtones and I'll just make sure that those are evenly exposed and the shadow tones didn't remove any of the brightness from them. So the image is looking great so far. The last thing I want to do is just head into my develop tab and go back down into my color and just warm the shot up a bit. I think it could benefit from a little bit of a temperature boost. So I'll just make it pretty warm and then go back gradually. Right about there looks pretty good. And so now, if I hit the backslash key on my keyboard, we've really transformed this image with that split toning style, and we can always go into our effects tab, and if we want to dim down the style and these filters, we'll just use the opacity for the effects tab here. I'll just pull this back down, and then I can incrementally pull this up. Perfect. So I think that looks pretty good at about 75. So that's how to create a split tone cinematic orange and teal look inside ON1 Photo RAW 2020. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned a bit about using the split tone filter with your portraits. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to our channel to stay updated whenever we drop new content or new videos. Thanks everyone. Have a great weekend.